A man named Guy Fawkes has entered the country. He is an assassin. This might have been he.
She's here, Fawkes.
You are, sir?
This is...
I am John Johnson.
I trust this woman with my life.
Do not trust her with mine.
There are rooms beneath Parliament. Thomas Percy will lease one of these rooms. We will fill it with gunpowder. Fawkes will light the fuse and blow the king and his Parliament to hell when next they meet.
There are Catholics in Parliament. Scores of innocents.
In a just and holy war, the Church accepts that innocents may have to die.
You will engulf innocent people in a huge ball of fire.
They will be martyrs.
A man has a right to choose martyrdom, not have it thrust upon him.
Then we will warn those who deserve to be warned. These are details.
Details?
Yes.
What then? The king is dead. Parliament is no more. Chaos reigns. What then?
We seize power.
We four?
When the time is ripe, you will recruit your brother Robert. He has men and horses. Other Catholics, too, have men and horses. We will raise an army. And with that army, we will restore order to chaos. Catholic order.
You think of the great suffering we will cause?
Yes.
History will discount it. In 100 years' time, people will look back and think not of the pain and death, only of our audacity.
Fawkes.
The name Fawkes is known to Cecil and his men. Outside this room, you will call me John Johnson. From now until the act itself, we must all abstain from alcohol.
I will light the fuse.
Fawkes will light the fuse.
Whoever lights the fuse will be seen as central to the plot. That should not be a mere soldier.
Fawkes will light the fuse.
Do you not trust me, Robert?
I trust you, Thomas. I trust Fawkes even more. Will you abstain from alcohol?
No.
You are with men who would sacrifice their lives for the Catholic faith.
How dare you!
You will not even give up alcohol.
I have sacrificed more for the Catholic faith than you will ever know.
Thomas! Will you abstain?
Yes.
Women, too, can loosen the tongue. Beware of them. And beware of the informer. The informer will be close to you. Someone who claims to be an ardent Catholic, an enemy of the king. This person will mock your pious words and say, "What have you actually done?" Tell this person nothing. This person is an informer.
I am a Christian soldier at war with a corrupt Catholic church. A fat Catholic priest sold my father a week off his time in purgatory. Sold it for a guinea. For another guinea, he sold my mother a week off her time in purgatory. For 2 guineas, 3 weeks. For 4 guineas, 6 weeks. My parents spent all the money they had in this world on peace and happiness in the next. And the fat Catholic priest bought with that money fine food, fine wine, a fine house, and fine horses. To hell with fat Catholic priests.
Sagna Christi.
Behold the example of Christ. Christ who was born and lived in poverty, who drove the money changers from the temple, who fed the hungry, tended the sick, gave to the poor.
Signia Christi.
The example of Christ shames them. They therefore promote the mother of Christ. They sell trinkets in her name. The mother of Christ who never bled as I bleed. The mother of Christ who never knew man as I have known man. The mother of Christ who makes all womankind ashamed of their sex. To hell with her. I'm a Christian soldier, and on behalf of my Puritan faith, on behalf of all my sex, on behalf of my dear sweet parents, and on behalf of Christ Almighty himself, I wage war on the corrupt Catholic Church. My Lord Cecil.
My lady.
This room is smaller than the others, I fear.
I'll take it.
The number of barrels required?
4 dozen.
People say to me, peace beckons. Why deal in gunpowder when peace beckons? No reason for purchasing the gunpowder, sir?
To fight in Flanders for my king and country.
Your name, sir? I fear it's a requirement.
Thomas Percy.
Thomas Percy, Your Majesty.
My armored garment.
You know Thomas Percy, Your Majesty?
He,
I trust I have done Your Majesty some service, and I trust Your Majesty will remember me.
You will have your reward. I will see to that.
Enough!
Your Majesty.
Thomas Percy visited me in Scotland. He wished me to promise an end to the persecution of Catholics.
And did you, Your Majesty?
You must apprehend him.
You protect yourself and neglect your wife and children.
Bring my wife armor.
I will not wear armor.
Then why, madam, do you complain?
I complain on behalf of our children.
Your children complain well enough on their own. They never cease. You must apprehend him now.
As Your Majesty wishes.
He has gunpowder. Enough for an army. A huge army. I could be shot at any moment. Apprehend him now.
As Your Majesty wishes.
Speak, man!
Let this plot widen. Then you will have not one traitor, but all who follow him. We will hang them all, confiscate their money and houses, bring untold wealth to your purse, and destroy forever the Catholic faith. Let it widen.
Widen.
The king is nervous.
Tom Winter is not a complete fool. I cannot ask him direct questions.
I'm sure there are things that might loosen his tongue.
I'm not a whore, my lord. And I do not do this for money.
But it helps.
Si versan la rose It's good to see you again, Mr.
Johnson.
Johnson. Forgive me. She sings well, does she not?
Yes.
You should lie down. You've uttered 2 words. You must be exhausted.
I received the Blessed Sacrament and tasted the wine that had become the blood of Christ, and now I cannot stop. To keep my promise to abstain from alcohol, I must abstain forever from the Holy Sacrament. But you ask that of every Catholic man.